Hello and welcome to Walk the Talk. I am Shekhar Gupta, and on this very moist, beautiful morning in New Delhi, a very special privilege for me to have a real star, a real Indian star as my guest for this week, Pullela Gopichand. Not just a star, but a star behind an entire star cast in Indian badminton now. Former All England champion. All England is, as people know, the Wimbledon of badminton. And now, with this entire nursery of great Indian players, and you're not that old yet, you're almost an older cousin to all of them.
It's exciting days for badminton. In fact, it's really good to have so many young players come up, and it's been a dream for me for a long time that I see world badminton, Indian badminton at the world level go really high, and I'm happy that we are on that direction.
Because there was you 12 years back, 21 years before that there was Prakash, right? 1980 All England and 2001. And maybe we have to wait another 21 years for the next one. But meanwhile, you just produced this cast of maybe half a dozen really world-class Indian players.
I think it's been a lot of work which we've put in over the last 10 years. But I think it's really good to see the players shape up the way they are. And also the fact that they're playing at the big stage, not afraid to do those things. And it's really wonderful to see all of them believe that they're going to be, and that kind of attitude that we want to get these results is really refreshing.
What is different? I mean, it's a usual question, but what is different from your playing times and now in terms of players' attitudes, in terms of what they want from the game?
Well, I think to a large extent it depends on how physically trained you are, how strong you are physically. I think that gives them the confidence on the mental part as well. And then once you have that, and then the belief, and a large part of it also Saina has to take credit for it, because she showed the rest of the Indians that we can do it at the world stage. And that is why today it's like, okay, if Saina, who's training with us, who's done the same things, can do it, we also can. That's the kind of confidence which Saina has been in. So basically it's the confidence which that hard training has brought in, and also the belief which they started to believe at the big points. And I think it's really wonderful that all of this put together is what is getting us the results.
You elaborate that a little bit, because I'm fascinated by you saying confidence at big points.
I think many of the times when we were playing at the international stage, and the belief wasn't there, in the sense you're going to win, about to win, and then it's like, oh my God, I'm going to win kind of a thing. But then there was this kind of thing that no matter what, I'm going to win. And if she's going to put another shuttle back, if he's going to put another shuttle back, I'm going to put another one back, and let's challenge them kind of a thing. So that is what is really good. That, and also the little arrogance in a way to say that, okay, I'm ready to challenge you, let's take it and let's fight it out kind of a thing.
You guys didn't have it?
Well, we had it, in the sense the few of us who had it actually got the results. There were a lot of them, I thought, who had the talent more than what their results showed actually.
Your contemporaries?
Yes, I think many of them choked, many of them didn't have the real desire to excel at the highest stage. But here they are like, let's push it and let's see how far we can go. That's the kind of attitude.
That's also the way India has changed.
Yeah, I think by and large it's not only the story of Indian badminton, but also in a way, if I were to compare things, if I were to say compare, say, a 1996 Olympics or a 2000 Olympics to an Olympic team in 2012, many people in that 2000 Olympics or the 96 Olympics went as more like passengers, and said, I want to participate at the Olympics, and that's the basic spirit.
And the achievement was, I've got to the Olympics.
I'll
be called an Olympian after this.
Yeah. So many of them would go in there, and maybe about 20% were there who would really want to perform. But there were 80%, 70, 80% of them just went there and happy to be at the Olympics. And they would go searching for autographs, looking at top players, the food there, the ambience, the crowds, and they're very decked up for the inauguration and the march past. But then suddenly things, I would say, changed somewhere in 2004, 2008 kind of a thing, where today about 80% of them go in and their only focus is to win. And so they're going in and saying, I want to win. And if many of the times you see them lose and they're so dejected, they don't want to stay for a day beyond that.
I see.
Whereas in the earlier
So
games,
they're not taking it as a boondoggle anymore.
No. I think that's the confidence, or that's the desire which all of these players have brought in across all sports, and that's really wonderful to see.
You brought in some of this.
Yeah, in the sense, when I was playing, I remember wherever I was, in the sense whether there was a belief on the part of the entire team or the press and the media or back home, whatever it was. But then I believed that I could do it. And at the end of the day, looking back at my career, I would see that I've benefited from it, or the results which I've got have primarily been because of that attitude. And today that's what I share with my students and staff. It's the attitude which is important, and the ways will find themselves. It's important for us to believe that we can do it, and that's possible.